Okay guys, we're here back again, and we're in After Effects now. The video has finished rendering as a PNG sequence, so what I'm going to do is click over there in the project window, go and find my video in the Cinema 4D folder, and go into the Minecraft and tutorial intro. Okay, so now as you can see here, we have intro tut 0000 all the way down to 200. And that's all the images. So just select them all, Control A, or select them all individually, and then click here PNG sequence and import. And as you can see here, it's imported as one file. Now, when I drag that down here, you can see that it is all as a video, which is really helpful. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is drag our music into it. I've just grabbed a random song that I've heard in intros before. I'm not sure how well it'll go, but it'll have to do. There we go. I'll lower the volume of that a bunch because that's quite loud at the moment. And drag this. I want it at a certain point. Basically, we want the drop to happen at about there. So that's what I'm looking for at the moment. Sounds like we're getting to it. This song is very repetitive, apparently. Jesus. Let's just scroll along a bit. Okay, so we've missed it now. No. Feel like we want. Okay, this song ain't working for me. Okay, so we'll import a different song. So obviously have a song you want, go into here, music, choose whatever you're feeling. I'm feeling this song, and chuck it in there, scroll along, and see what we've got. Ooh, okay, gotta turn that volume down again. About there. Gotta find the drop. Pretty sure if I remember correctly, the drop on this song's quite far down. So I'll scroll along more. Bing, bing. Oops, sounds like we're getting to it. Sorry guys. Just need to find it and then we'll be good. I need to lower that volume a bit more because it's still pretty loud. Come on. Oh, almost there. Ooh, okay. We've almost got it. That way a bit. That way. God, this is annoying. Okay, so I want to match it. What I might do actually, smart idea, go in here, turn the volume up so I can see the waveform properly, which is how we're going to link it up to the music, by the way. So, feeling it hits right there. So we need to move that along a bit. Slightly more. Let's see how that looks. Turn the volume down obviously a bit so it's not deafening. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. So now that we've got our music linked up, what I feel like we should do is come up into Layer, New, and then Adjustment Layer, and come down into your effects. And if you don't have any of the plugins I use, just go download it, and they're pretty easy to find, or you know what I mean. So Magic Bullet Looks is the first one we're going to do. So add that to your adjustment layer. Make sure your adjustment layer is on top of your actual video. Come over to Edit. Now, they have a bunch of built-in like filters in this program, so I'm going to use one of them. But you can also come over, you can do heaps of stuff with this plugin. I really recommend getting it. There's a lot you can do. So, we'll search for basically a filter that makes our video look how we want it to look. So I'm feeling kind of like one of the ones I saw up here. Oh, that's not the one I want. Can do day of night, black and white, all of that fun stuff. Feeling blockbuster. So, as you can see now, the video has been made given a filter, and it already looks quite cool. Now, I'm thinking we should also add a vignette. So come up to Layer, New, Solid, and make it black. Once you've done that, come up to here and click on the ellipse tool, and then double click, and it'll put a circle in the middle of the screen. Come down to here, and instead of add, click subtract, and then drop down the mask menu and smash the feathering up a lot, and then smash the pixels up, the expansion up a bit more, yep. And as you can see now, when I unclick it, we've got this kind of slight darkness around, which is a vignette. So, next thing is we need to come into Layer, New, my cat is being annoying, and Adjustment Layer, and then chuck in a Transform, which is right here under Distort. Chuck that on the adjustment layer. Now what we want to do is come to the point where that explodes. So we'll go to about there. And when you click on the adjustment layer, make sure to click the little time stopwatch next to scale. And what we'll do is then click on the adjustment layer down here, click U. And as you can see, there's a keyframe, so drag it back a bit just beforehand, and then come to where we are, and then we'll scale this up to maybe like 120. So as you can see here, it kind of pulses forward, and then if we come raise this up so we can see this, come along to like there, maybe set it to 0. No, not 0, sorry, 100. And then in the next frame, set it back up to 120. And then, as we can see up here, if we play it now, it obviously pulses very quickly now, but you've just got to match it up to the basically like the beat of the song. So the next beat is around there. So if I drag this to there, okay, so it's a bit closer. So I'm going to say there, basically a lot of the intro making is this, matching up your effects to the song, but it'll obviously make it look good in the end. Let's see. There we go. That syncs up. And then again, we can just copy and paste the keyframes in where we want them. So again, match it up to wherever it is. So if we have a look here, I might just turn off Magic Bullet Looks for now. because it makes it go a bit slower. So if I go here again, there we go. It's coming along well, so we'll copy them again and then paste them, I don't know, try here. And the base goes at about there. Whoop. So let's watch that. And then there's another one at around here. So I'll copy these again and paste them and see how that goes. Might turn the sound down for this audio a bit still, 'cause it's still a bit loud, I'd say, for now. There we go. Okay, so we've now got our scaling on, so doomph, 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 doomph. Which looks pretty good. Now what we're going to do is on that same adjustment layer, we're going to add a twitch. So, chuck that in, and basically what that'll do is it should give it kind of like a shaky effect. If we come down here, enable, turn all of this on, as you can see, you can already see it's kind of hit in. Obviously, it's too powerful at the moment. Kind of just like flashes all over the place. But if you want that type of effect, you know, could look good. So I'm going to, again, click U to get all the keyframes up and have it set at 0. And then on the next keyframe, have it set at maybe like 10. Come along a bit further and then set it to 0 again. And then what we can do is, again, grab all those keyframes so that we don't have to find the base again and set it on all of them. And then if we play it back, once this is done, you'll see that it kind of shakes, but I'm thinking we need to crank up the shake a little bit more. So maybe like 30. And then if we copy and paste it, we should see that it looks better now. Let's see. Yep. Awesome. So obviously you guys can make that look even better by kind of like spreading it out, or you can get rid of the stop so it kind of constantly shakes. But yeah, okay, next one we're going to do is, if I remember correctly, going to come up into effects. I'm just looking here because I've got to fit back in my head what one it is. If we come to... Oh, that's one we need. Okay, so layer, new adjustment layer. And then we can chuck in a glow, and it is a Z glow. You can probably use a normal glow too. I added that to the wrong thing. Add it to the adjustment layer. And then, again, come to here, and then keyframe the brightness, 0. Come along to here, keyframe it to like 0.5. And then U, bring up the keyframes, and then come a bit further and set it to 0. And then we can come in here, grab them all again, paste, paste, oh, maybe not paste, okay, paste, paste, paste. So now, as you can see, when it pulses, it lightens up a bit. If we turn back on our adjustment layer, let's see how this looks from the beginning. As it renders out, I'll try and maybe cut out this render time. Okay, we'll just watch it from there. Now what I'm thinking we should do is, on this adjustment layer, add another twitch. I said another twitch. And then what we can do is basically have the amount of twitch up, so it's constantly going, but at like a low-ish amount, but we only want it to start at around there. So 0, and then go forward 1 frame, and then like 16. So that way it kind of fits the music, because the music kind of goes zzz. So right there. Then what we can do is add, if we want, we can come over here and type in Hue and Saturation. Drag that onto our adjustment layer, not that adjustment layer. That's how Magic Bullet looks. Drag it onto this one. And then, using Hue and Saturation, we can get some different colors pulsing up if we want, and everything. So, if I click on, what am I doing? Channel, why have I forgotten? Yeah, channel range. And then, again, UU to bring up keyframes. Close that. And then, at this one, we can set the color to purple. And then have another keyframe here. Just set a default keyframe. Then come forward and change the color there. Again, forward. Set a keyframe, and then forward and change the color. Forward. Have a keyframe, and then forward again. Change the color. Forward. Keyframe. Change the color back to normal. So, I've just realized what you should actually do is... Wait, no, that's good. Okay, so we'll see how that looks now. As it takes a very long time to render. As you can see, it looks pretty cool if you ask me. There's heaps of other effects you guys can add in After Effects, like it's unbelievable. There's all distortion stuff, like if I come over here into Effects, go to Distort, I can, I don't know, chuck in a warp, which as you can see kinda makes it go a bit wonky. Kinda warp it around if you want. I don't particularly want to do that, but again, like I say, there's lots of good plugins for stuff like this, as you saw with like Magic Bullet looks and Twitch. I feel like there's one I might be missing. But yeah, as you can see, we'll watch this video through to make sure it's all good for our intro, and then we'll render it out. Okay, let's watch our intro. And what we can do is also just quickly go layer, new solid, add in a black solid at the top, click T for opacity and set the opacity here, and then at about here, just chuck it down to 0 so it fades in. Over here, add a keyframe, and then over here, chuck it down to, oh, not over there, over here, chuck it back up to 100, and do the same thing with the music. So I'm going to turn the audio levels down to -25 here, set a keyframe, and then at about here, I'm going to set it to 0, and then set a keyframe, and then about here, set it to -25 again, so that it fades in, and this and yeah, that's basically our Minecraft intro. You can obviously make it a lot better, a lot more interesting, but this is just to show you guys the basics of how to make your own intro. Hope you enjoyed, and peace out.